Welcome back to Talk of the Town. We are here with Tim Cole, who is owner-operator of Epic Bikes here in McDonough. And Tim, you've got a wonderful shop down there in Henry Town Center. Tell us a little bit, and our viewers, about how you got started.
Sure. Well, you know, I was kind of looking at the area when I had moved down here last year, and I wanted to provide an outlet for expanding cycling. I saw that it was a great booming area, but that there wasn't a lot of opportunity for people to get out. So the main goal of opening this store was to really help people with cycling and expanding it. So, you know, all different aspects.
So you say expanding cycling, but you can also cater to the little guys who are just starting out with cycling.
Exactly. Children, kids, all the way from, you know, the tots that are getting into the tricycles to, you know, the teenagers that are riding the BMX bikes, all the way up to the adults riding road bikes, mountain bikes, etc.
And it's a great time for our viewers to know that with the holiday season coming up.
Around the corner.
Right.
We both have personal testimonies of visiting Tim down in the shop last year, and certainly your service is beyond parallel. I mean, you walked us through.
And yes, he caters to what you want and what you need. You tell him what kind of rider you are or that you aspire to be, and then he hooks you up with that type of bike that you would need.
Right, that's so important. I mean, you know, you want to get the right bike, you want to get the right fitting bike and the right application, because there's so many different types of bikes out there. So, you know, I wouldn't set you up necessarily with a BMX bike unless you wanted to go out and do that.
I got the scars to prove it.
Yeah, there you go.
Just so you know, if you're a mom, I have the great bike.
Very comfortable.
It's definitely very, very comfortable.
Yeah.
Right. The only effort that I need to apply to that bike is actual pedaling.
Gotta do that.
Goes without saying. So explain to us the different types of bikes that you do have, and this time of year specifically, what needs that the county has, and it's a great time to give a bike as a Christmas gift.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this time of year, you know, Christmas coming up with Santa, the big push is kids' bikes. You know, they grow so fast, so getting them the next bike in line or getting them their first bike. You know, so that would be something as simple as, you know, the 3 to 5 year olds that are really already riding a tricycle or getting into a little 12-inch bike to a 16-inch bike to a 20-inch.
You have elves working there, putting bikes together?
We do, all around the clock.
Yeah.
All around the clock. And what we actually do is work for Santa. So, you know, we are there to help families, mom and dads, get that perfect bike and try to work around the clock so it works just right.
If mom and dad were to be given the bike, you can help them, and you also help Santa if Santa is delivering the bike.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. But yeah, the kids' bikes is the important thing, and we take the approach, as I was saying, you know, to you before, finding the right one.
Right.
A little kid that's wanting to ride or race BMX bikes. You know, we have a wonderful track here in town at Sandy Ridge Park.
Sure do.
And that's a different type of bike from, you know, the ride around neighborhood type bike.
What's also important, though, is the quality of bikes that you have there. I mean, we all know that you can go out to a mass retailer and buy a bike, buy a BMX bike, but you helped me out immensely last year in educating me on the quality of the bike.
So you have certain brands that you will only carry.
Certain brands that you're only going to find in a professional bike shop. The biggest difference I think you're going to see from a big box store chain, like a, you know,
we all know,
you know who they are.
Right.
We don't have to mention them.
They're great.
Yeah. Is that we're professionally assembling the bike from ground up, and we're also there for service after the fact. You know, you buy it from a big box store, it's like you get it home and that's it. You're gonna usually come see us, and so we do welcome those bikes too as well. You know, that moms and dads need help with those bikes too. So
well, there's a lot of measuring and detail that goes into it. The height of your child,
correct,
and then you suggest the size bike that does allow growth.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, if you're going to be getting, you know, a youngster a bike that you want to get the longevity out of, you've got to get the right size. You know, something that's just good right now, they'll grow out of it. And especially as we're talking about a good quality bike, you're putting an investment into something, so you want to get the right thing.
Exactly.
But really, for the big picture here, your bikes on the children's level and those, you know, get out and play fun bikes are actually fairly reasonable.
Absolutely. They're not what you would think. You know, you think bike store, bike shop, it's going to be expensive. Absolutely not. Again, what I would like to emphasize is you get the bicycle and you also get the service, and that's the real big thing that you're going to walk away with.
Well, from the quality issue, it is an investment, so you're going to, you know, have a longer time that bike is going to be viable for the child.
Correct.
And then also something that we've spoken about recently is you indicated that I would be able to bring the bike back for tweaking or whatever.
Adjustments, right. right. You know, it's a big thing when they have the new bike like your son does. The cables, believe it or not, stretch a lot. So the brake action will actually, as it feels nice from the get-go, it'll eventually stretch out and it won't feel quite as new, so you bring it back and get it adjusted, and then it has that new-like feel again. At the same time, we're able to check for safety, you know, check the tire wear, check the brake pad wear. These are all key things that help show the parents, you know, everything's good to go.
That's great.
You know, we've talked a lot about children's bikes, and you also have accessories, helmets, and different things like that. And I believe the majority of us understand children's bikes. When we come back, I would like to get into detail the different types of bikes you have for the different style of riders that there are out there.
Sounds good.
Okay, so stay tuned, and we'll be right back to learn more about bikes from Epic Bikes.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town. We are here with Tim Cole, owner and operator of Epic Bikes here in McDonough. And Tim, in our first segment, we learned a lot about kids' bikes and everything, but we know you got a broader assortment down there. Tell us a little bit about some of the other bikes that you sell.
Sure. Well, of course, you know, we have the full gamut. Primarily, a big focus beyond kids is going to be adults, and then the adults will run into quite a few different categories, and trying to keep it simple for the audience. You know, there's the classic road bike. If you think Tour de France or Lance Armstrong, you think of that particular bike that's got the curled bars in the front end, the drop bars as they're often referred to. That's a road bike. Very fast, you can go long distances in a very short period of time, and we definitely specialize in that particular category of bikes because we offer professional fitting for that. It's a very different type of bicycle that, because you're in positions for such an extended period of time, the fit has to be down to the millimeter. And so we use a professional fit kit system that allows us to do that, and we extend that service to the customers.
So interesting,
Yeah.
isn't it?
That's amazing.
Now that's a road bike. Now the other kind of category would be, which you're probably familiar with, is a mountain bike.
Yes, we've heard a
Very
lot
popular.
about those.
Yeah, it came out kind of in the 80s and was developed as more of an off-road recreational type bike. Generally, these bikes run off a 26-inch wheel, and they have usually 21 to 20, 24, etc. speeds on them. But they're designed to go off-road, so a lot of them will have front shocks, some of them will have front and rear shocks, allow you to absorb the bumps, you know, the roots, the rocks, if you take it to, for example, a local trail like Dawson Trails in Jackson, Georgia.
Explain to us the handlebars on that type of bike.
Generally, you'll see those as being more of a flat bar. Sometimes they have a little bit of a rise to it, but you're more in a front position as opposed to the road bike, which had that drop bar for aerodynamics. Generally, those bikes are quite comfortable. What the design of them is for, you know, let's go off-road as well as ride on-road. And you can kind of look at the bike as being, I don't know, a sport utility type application.
Sure. Absolutely.
Most of our clients coming in, if they're not into a road bike or the mountain bike, will look at what's called a street bike, or more particularly hybrid style bike. And that's more of an upright positioning bike, a little bit more like yours, Michelle.
The mommy bike.
Well, you're upright, so you're not stretching your back out.
Right.
You're able to keep your neck straight, and it's all about comfort. And that's what a lot of people are looking for when they come in, and we're able to show them those particular models.
It reminds me of the type of bike that when you go to the Bahamas that you rent to take your family on a little trail and see everything.
Right.
So it's great for the neighborhood.
Exactly, and those type of bikes, again, will usually have about 21 speeds to them. A lot of times that kind of throws people off. They get a little apprehensive about
Gear confusion.
Keep it at low speed, trust me.
all these gears, but you know, if you think about it, it's just generally they're there to help you, and it's mostly a 7-speed format, and then you're using the chain rings in the front to make it easier. But yeah.
And they come in cool colors. I can attest to that.
Very cool
Yes.
colors.
So we got a nice assortment of bikes there, but
We do.
something that we haven't talked about, and we certainly want to, is safety. And you obviously have a full complement of safety gear.
We do. We, of course, sell all the helmets. We sell all the gloves, and we sell you know, reflectors and mirrors for bikes. You know, so you can see the cars if you're out on the road. Pads if you want, you know, kind of elbow protection, knee protection. That's a little bit more extreme for most people.
Right.
The BMX kind of thing would be more of that. But yeah, the full range of accessories, water bottles, water bottle holders, all the on-bike type things. You know, if you get a flat, what do you do?
Right.
Sell all those type of things too.
Right.
The big thing there now is CO2 technology, which allows you to reinflate a tube for a bicycle without using the pump. that you have to sit there and do, you know, 100
Really?
different
Wow.
pumps to fill it up. A lot easier to just take a little cartridge and an adapter and fill it up in seconds.
Wow,
So,
that's amazing.
yeah, so we sell that.
Interesting.
Shoes, you know, shoes is another aspect for cycling. Most people don't realize it, but a cycling shoe is a very stiff sole. There's no flex to it, so it allows you to transfer all of that energy into the bike. Another application with the shoes is going to your local gym, like Gold's Gym, and doing the spin class. They'll use those shoes as well to get that kind of, you know, quality workout in the spin class. So.
Okay.
And here's a mommy question. What's up with kickstands? Do we not really do kickstands anymore?
It's a good question. It's good. Everyone asks about it. Most, really, all the manufacturers, for the most part, for our bicycles, do not provide kickstands. It's more of an aftermarket, you know, add-on type effect. The big reason, kids' bikes, you usually see it on a lot of the different smaller bikes. The BMX bikes, you really won't, because if they're doing things such as jumping or taking it to the track to race, a kickstand will get in the way of the pedal as they're pedaling. Road bikes, usually you won't see it because it comes down to a more of a weight type conservation. You're trying to keep the bike light, aerodynamic. The street bikes that I talked about, more like your bike, very comfortable, absolutely kickstand.
I thought I was the nerd of the group, just so you all know. We got our bikes home, and none of the kids had kickstands on their bikes. No, Mom, we don't need a kickstand. Okay, well, I don't want you to scratch your bike. Well, my bike had the kickstand. So what we resorted to, and this is a great deal right here, you can get bike racks and have them line them up in the garage or wherever you store your bikes, and you don't even need a kickstand. So,
That's correct. You can do that. You can. There's an assortment of little hangers, wall hangers that you can do. Hang them.
and do you sell any of those
We
items?
do. All of
Okay.
that stuff we do. You know, for parents, the best thing there is, you know, keeping the bike off the ground over,
Right.
especially the winter months if they don't ride as much, is better because the rubber tires on concrete could dry rot over time. So it's better to keep them off the ground.
Good.
Okay, well, what we've learned is that Epic Bikes is located in the, what shopping center is it called again?
Henry Town Center.
Henry Town Center. We want to get that right. It's right near Belk. We need to plug Belk,
That's
don't
right.
we? And you have in your specific kiosk, there's a Mexican restaurant
Right next to
there.
La Paria, yeah.
So he's very easy to find, and across from Home Depot
Home
is another
Depot,
way
right,
to kind of explain
right.
that. So go see Tim and know that he's there for all of your Christmas needs
Every day.
every day. So from children's bikes on up, and and truly for the cyclists out there that do this on as a passion, I mean, you can get up into major money. Do you have any financing plans?
We do. We do offer a financing package with a specialized company, and they give you that 90 days, same as cash, or depending on the actual purchase, maybe a 6-month deal.
Okay, perfect. All right, so moms and dads, if you're looking for something great for Christmas, go see Tim at Epic Bikes. You can always use a bike, right?
Absolutely.
And when we come back, we're going to learn a little bit more about Epic Bikes, because I think Tim has something really interesting in store for us when we come back, so stay tuned. Okay, and welcome back to Talk of the Town, and we're still with Tim, and Tim is going to tell us what's very interesting. And I really didn't realize, Tim, that you could actually do this for bikes, but tell the viewers what you actually offer all year round, but it's a great time right now to tap into this.
Sure. Around this time of year, it's really important, especially if you're buying a bicycle and you're working with Santa, to have some way of doing kind of a storage or layaway, if you like. You know, layaway obviously helps a lot of people, but you know, either layaway or pay for it, but maybe we hold on to the bike for you and store it. So, you know, it comes around mid of December.
It's like a big present.
big,
You don't want
yeah.
to just take this home and like hide it.
Can't put it under the bed.
That's right.
you know,
Right,
so-
it will be found.
And it's already assembled. It's not the type of thing that you're buying in a box and you're going to build yourself, because we've already built it. So yeah, layaway or storage is a real good helpful
way to go.
thing.
What's the minimum down required for the layaway?
Generally, what we do is work off 25% down, and then we just work off. You know, this time of year, let's figure out up until Christmas what
we
you
have
need.
left, how
Yeah.
many weeks or months we have
And we
left.
work with the customer.
So we know that you're in Henry Town Center. So, you know, let's tell our viewers about your hours of operation.
Okay, open every day. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 till 6 p.m. And Sundays we're open 11 till 5 p.m.
Okay.
And lots of personal one-on-one service there, so go in, and I'm sure if it's a present and they just go ahead and buy the bike, you will welcome them afterwards to bring the child in, the teenager in, or even the spouse in, and go ahead and have them
Oh,
measured
absolutely.
and to where the fit is.
Absolutely.
And one more thing, what if someone happened to have a bike and it's not from Epic Bikes? Can we bring it in
Oh,
for servicing?
absolutely. Every day that happens. We welcome any kind of bike
Okay.
from wherever it is, wherever it was bought from, to
Okay.
bring it in. We
So no discrimination against bikes
not at
here.
all. We'll fix them all.
All right.
Definitely.
All right. Well, Tim, it was great to have you on. We hope you
Thank you.
learned a lot about bikes. I know we certainly did.
Absolutely.
And we also learned that Epic Bikes is the place to go for your next bike. Have a great week.